Welcome, Leo, to your in-depth weekly forecast for week commencing the 13th of May for the Ascendant, the Sun or the Moon. On the screen now, I'm showing your event chart right at the start of the week, which provides a backdrop for the following 7 days. The big takeout, there's still a lot of energy in the sign of Taurus. Taurus is a sign which likes continuity. It's a fixed sign like yours, but it also has a great appreciation of the good things in life, particularly with Venus, its ruler, back in the sign. But at the start of this week, the Sun is going to apply to Uranus in Taurus, which has been there full time since 2019. And it's possible there's been a lot of change or uncertainty around how you connect to the world or your jobs since that time. And if you have been feeling a bit stifled and penned in, the combination at the start of this week between the Sun and Uranus is pushing you to be a bit more experimental, to step outside of your comfort zone. Or if you have been developing something that's more innovative, it can now start to break through and reach a much bigger audience. Also, Venus in the sign of Taurus suggests that charm will get you everywhere. And as you know, because you do have such a potent way of expressing yourself and people see you as being very charismatic, people skills are key to progress. But people skills linked to your business or financial acumen are also highlighted by Venus's link to Saturn on Monday. So if you have been experiencing some headwinds around long-term finances, property matters, even a romantic relationship, this is a good opportunity on Monday to see the things that are actually good within the mix, even if there are still some things that you may want to work on. But also on Monday, Mercury, the planet of communication, which has been travelling backwards and forwards in the sign of Aries, which shares your fire triplicity since the 10th of March, that's preparing to move into the sign of Taurus. But as it does, it emerges from the post-retrograde shadow. If there has been some cross wires, misunderstandings, mix-ups about contracts or travel, particularly from the 1st of April to the 25th, these can be resolved at the start of this week. You could get some information that really gives you a sense of relief. Now, as the week goes on Wednesday, Mercury travels into Taurus, where it's primarily focused about thinking, Mercury, or talking, Mercury, about resources, Taurus. But it does clash briefly with Pluto. Pluto continues in your sector of relating. If your approach to your job applications or your professional role doesn't quite marry with what a partner expects, there may be something you need to discuss. There's also a quarter moon in your sign on Wednesday, and you'll need to be an individual in some ways needs to just stay conscious of the energy in the 10th house is asking you to stick to the tried and trusted. So it may be that you're talking or working with people who are a little bit more conservative, and the ideas that the Sun's combination with Uranus is creating could, through the conduit of the quarter moon, just see someone not quite knowing how to react. But then Venus aligns to Uranus. And if ever there was a time to try something fresh, and particularly around your work, and especially if it's creative, this is the time to really activate it. But then, by the end of the week, we have one of astrology's most fortunate influences as the Sun links with Jupiter, the planet of growth and the planet of expansion. In traditional astrology, Jupiter is known as the greater benefit. When we put the Sun and Jupiter together, it gives us self-belief, confidence, assuredness, but it can also bring true strokes of fortune. So this is not a time to hide your talents. It's a time to get out there, interact, and raise your profile as much as you possibly can. So from a professional viewpoint, this week can be extremely exciting. If that's not your focus in your life, Leo, Any part of your situation where you volunteer or take responsibility or provide leadership skills or wisdom and knowledge to people, that can also be hugely appreciated by those you encounter. Thank you so much for having joined me. Have a great week, and do remember to check out that special offer on my personal horoscope reports for your tropical or your draconic 30% off. Please see the link below, and if you to support the channel, please subscribe and do click or tap that bell notification symbol. Thank you.